It's now official. Marcus Smart, who was the heartbeat of the Celtics for nearly 10 years, has become a Lakers player. 2 seasons, $11 million, and honestly, it still feels surreal. The player who once represented green now sports purple and gold. The same Marcus who publicly called out Tatum and Brown on national TV. The same one who shared a tense Instagram Live with Tatum, raising questions among fans. Is the Celtics team unity as strong as it appears? Now he's joining LeBron and Luka in LA, and the internet went wild. Celtics fans see it as a betrayal, but is that justified? Perhaps, just perhaps, this wasn't Marcus turning his back on Boston, but Boston turning away from him. This move challenges rivalries, tests friendships, and alters legacies. So let's analyze it. Did Marcus Smart betray Boston? Or did Boston betray Marcus Smart? Subscribe for more in-depth NBA stories, drama, and insights. You won't want to miss what's next. The numbers tell the story. Let's be clear. Marcus Smart wasn't just another player in Boston. In 2022, he won the NBA's Defensive Player of the Year, making history as the first guard in nearly 30 years to earn that honor. That same season, the Celtics made it to the finals. Coincidence? Not likely. Smart helped lead Boston to the playoffs 9 years in a row. He made the all-defensive first team 3 times and spent his last 5 seasons as a regular starter, always setting the tone on defense. He was all heart and hustle, the kind of player who dove for loose balls, took charges, and did the gritty, unglamorous stuff that helps teams win. Smart didn't just play hard, he made everyone around him tougher. A long, tough road back. Marcus Smart's journey to the Lakers wasn't easy. After being traded to Memphis, things quickly went south. Injuries piled up, and he only played 20 games in his first season. For a team that gave up real value to get him, it was disappointing. This wasn't the Smart they were expecting. They wanted the Defensive Player of the Year, a leader, a tone setter. But injuries held him back, and he never got into a rhythm. Then came the trade to Washington, a clear salary dump by the Grizzlies. In February 2024, Smart was shipped off in a multiplayer deal and played just 15 games with the Wizards. His minutes were limited and the injury troubles continued. It was a steep fall, from being the emotional leader of a finals contender to landing on a team built to tank. That had to sting. Washington was focused on its young core and chasing a high draft pick. A veteran like Smart didn't fit their plans. They let him explore other opportunities and eventually bought out his contract. At that point, it was clear. Smart needed to be on a team that was serious about winning. Social media eruption. When the news dropped that Marcus Smart had signed with the Lakers, Celtics fans lit up social media in disbelief. The reaction was instant, emotional, raw, and brutal. One post on X said it all. Marcus Smart is a Laker. Being a Celtics fan right now is hell. Bill Simmons, lifelong Celtics fan and NBA commentator, responded with a meme that captured the gut punch feeling of seeing Smart in a Lakers jersey. On a podcast, one fan said,
"We are living in a world where Luka Doncic and Marcus Smart, my favorite players, are playing for my least favorite team. So personally, I feel attacked."
And Smart? He knew what was coming. In his first interview as a Laker, he said,
"I can try to anticipate it. I have no idea, but I could definitely tell and say that I'm expecting a lot of boos. I'm expecting a lot of hate. And it's okay. I understand."
He knew what this meant to Boston fans, and he still made the move. Marcus Smart's shocking move to the Lakers made headlines, but the real story goes deeper. Tension between Smart and Celtics star Jayson Tatum had been simmering for years, and it all came to a head on November 1st, 2021. That night, the Celtics blew a 19-point lead in a crushing 128-114 loss to the Bulls, dropping to 2-5 on the season. Frustration spilled over. In a stunning move, Smart publicly criticized Tatum and Jaylen Brown, saying,
I would just like to play basketball. Every team knows we're trying to go to Jayson and Jaylen. And every team is programmed and studied to stop Jayson and Jaylen. I think everybody's scouting report is make those guys try to pass the ball. They don't want to pass the ball.
That moment created a deep rift within the locker room, one that many believe was never truly repaired. Tatum's response. For Jayson Tatum, who was emerging as the face of the franchise and carrying enormous expectations on his shoulders, Marcus Smart's public criticism was a blindside he didn't see coming. Months later, during an appearance on JJ Redick's podcast, Tatum revealed just how much those comments had affected him.
It caught me off guard, for sure. And I think think what you have to, I guess, understand, I think with being in the NBA, is especially sometimes after, we had just blown a 18-point lead or something to Chicago.
From the outside, it always looked like Smart, Tatum, and Brown had everything under control. On the court, they were locked in, focused, professional, and all business. But if you watched closely, you might have noticed a few cracks. Nothing major or dramatic, just subtle signs that things weren't completely smooth behind the scenes. Let's not forget, the 2021-22 season was a big one for Boston. They made it to the NBA Finals, sure, they lost to the Warriors, but it was still an impressive run. On paper, it looked like a win. And Smart? He stepped up that year as a playmaker. He finished the season with 310 assists, 96 of them to Tatum. That's 226 points directly from Smart, setting him up. Those numbers speak for themselves. Publicly, everything seemed solid. Both Smart and Tatum kept it professional and respectful. Tatum, always poised, praised Smart's leadership and basketball IQ whenever he had the chance. What this means for championships, rivalries, and legacy. Now, beyond all the emotions, memes, and that wild IG Live moment between Smart and Tatum, there's a much bigger question. What does this move mean for the Lakers? What does it mean for their chance at a championship? The landscape of the West, and yep, even the future of that classic Celtics-Lakers rivalry. Because here's the thing, Marcus Smart signing with LA isn't just some mid-tier roster move for $11 million. This has ripple effects that could shake up not just the Lakers, but the entire league, and possibly rewrite the path for multiple franchises. Leadership and experience. The fit alongside the Lakers' star players is particularly intriguing. With LeBron James entering his 23rd NBA season and Luka Doncic establishing himself as the franchise centerpiece, Smart provides something neither can offer: elite defensive intensity combined with veteran leadership that comes from 108 career playoff games. His experience from 9 consecutive playoff appearances with the Boston Celtics and his reputation as a mentor during his Washington stint will be valuable for a team aiming to compete in the Western Conference. Defensive role and limitations. Smart brings both value and challenges on offense. While he's known for his playmaking with a career average of 4.6 assists per game and hustle, his shooting is a concern. Just 38.8% from the field and 32.4% from three-point range. That could affect spacing in an offense built around Doncic, who excels when surrounded by shooters. However, Smart's high basketball IQ and self-awareness help offset these issues. With fewer than 6,000 shot attempts over 11 seasons, he rarely forces offense and plays within his role. He's expected to be a secondary ball handler, likely coming off the bench behind Doncic and Austin Reeves. Roster construction implications. The roster construction implications are equally fascinating. The Lakers' signing of Marcus Smart has sparked speculation about further roster moves, particularly involving Gabe Vincent's $1.5 million expiring contract. With Doncic and Reeves expected to play heavy minutes, Vincent's role could diminish, making him a trade candidate for additional roster improvements. The strategic thinking behind the Lakers' summer moves was explained by analyst Jovan Buha, who noted that Smart represents the Dorian Finney-Smith replacement spiritually in terms of being a strong communicator and a defensive culture setter similar to how Finney-Smith impacted winning without flashy statistics. Championship timeline considerations. The championship timeline considerations are crucial. LeBron James is entering his 23rd NBA season, and Doncic is eligible for a 4-year, $222 million extension starting August 2nd, 2025. These two stars form the cornerstones of a win-now roster. Smart's 2-year deal aligns perfectly with this championship window, though the player option in his contract gives him flexibility for 2026 free agency. From a tactical standpoint, Smart's versatility gives coach J.J. Redick multiple options. Under Redick, the Lakers aim to balance offensive firepower with defensive versatility. Smart's addition gives them a defensive-minded guard to deploy against elite Western Conference backcourts. Can the Lakers compete? Marcus Smart might not turn them into title favorites, but his defensive presence closes the gap and gives LA a real shot at a deep playoff run. From Celtics cornerstone to joining LeBron and Luka in purple and gold, Smart's journey has been wild. Injuries, trades, locker room drama, And now, a fresh start with Boston's biggest rival. But what do you think? Was this move a betrayal or just business in today's NBA? Can Smart push the Lakers into true contender status? Or did Boston get out at the perfect time? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We are curious to hear your take. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like, subscribe for more NBA stories, and turn on notifications so you never miss a drop. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay sharp. See you next time.